知大家聽唔聽到我講嘢 ？So 早晨大家 ，It's a very early morning， 好早啊，平時有冇咁早啊？但係因為今朝早要好早出門口啦，今日要過嚟香港做少少嘢啦。咁呢 Good morning. So I know that everybody's had from Vancouver. I know everybody's had my hair is really messy. I've had a really busy week. Sorry. 近排咧就你睇到我同我朋友就考咗我哋嘅 MOCC 啦。咁最近咧就同另一個朋友都係讀緊酒嘅，同阿小生咧就 Thank you 就考緊準備我哋個WSET WSET 嘅 diploma。大家做唔同嘅 part 嘅，但係因為一個好細嘅 community 啦，不特止考試溫書好難啊！我覺得喺香港，因為太多嘢發生緊啦。At the same time, there's so much going on in Hong Kong that one thing was much easier when I was in Vancouver studying was that there's not so many distractions. So when 我去 Vancouver 嘅時候啦，我真係讀書探屋企人，同埋我因為喺宿舍住啦。咁但係喺香港咧，太多嘢，太多朋友要去見。雖然我哋喺 Covid 裏邊啦，但係始終喺香港，因為我有啲狗仔啦，我好多朋友好耐冇見啦，因為我呢2年都成日都唔喺香港嘅。係，and then 一有時間一有機會可以約出嚟飲杯咖啡都好咧，都會約嘅。So 我覺得喺呢度溫書咧係好難嘅。盡量咯，咁最緊要係盡咗力咯。I guess in the end, of course, you want to pass and do your best, but I think in this type of situation, all we can do is do our best. And I think everybody is going through a learning process right now. So I'm going to go back and forth between English because I understand a lot of people might not really know Cantonese here. Hey from Vancouver, thank you. It's early morning. Well, not early now, but I had an early morning. I'm studying my WSET WSET at the same time. I've been renovating my house. So it's been a lot of back and forth, going back and forth because my doggies are a little bit old now. So it's been something that I've been working. Hi, Tony! How are you? I finally got my degree, which I think you know. Now I'm doing my WSET diploma. And it's really hard to study. 你爱我，我也爱你哦。你现在在北京啊。Did you celebrate my brother's birthday with them? I didn't see you. Or are you back in the States? Hey from New York. Yes, you guys must still be very, very conscientious in wearing a mask, guys. I know that there's a lot of different releases, news releases, press releases, comments, ideas saying that, there's no need to wear a mask and all that. I think just to be safe, wear one anyways. Oh, you went to Shanghai. Okay, I thought you were in Beijing. Okay, how's Shanghai doing? How's Shanghai doing? I was supposed to be talking about my packages. Okay, so let me just get this part done because it's the last poll for my Easter bundles on Wine Maven. They're really good deals, and I know that a lot of people. Oh, you're filming. There's a lot of people that 好多人 enjoy 咗我個 Easter package 啦。我有2個嘅，有一個 Easter cake 嘅，再加埋一支橙嘅 liqueur。嗱，過埋4月最尾嘅時候咧，我唔會再 offer 噶啦。Okay? Hey, thanks. Yeah. Now I really miss solder. Should be really beautiful right now at UBC, right? I'm pretty sure it's really. Oh yeah, keep talking about my packages. Sorry. Okay. So yeah, everybody buy my products. No, well, it's on my new platform that I started after graduation because a lot of the merchants and the establishments here needed a way to get people to buy the wines because restaurants were all shut down. So 好多餐廳閂咗門，就好多酒就賣唔到出去。所以我而家做咗一個平台啦，一個 platform 係希望可以幫到大家可以試多啲唔同嘅酒，順便咧就幫我哋 local 嘅 business 去佢哋嘅生意咯。因為其實都差唔多年幾2年啦，即係除咗呢度疫情之外啦，就有好多嘢阻止啲生意可以做到。So there's been a lot that's been going on in Hong Kong. Yo, Maddie! Oh my gosh, so many people are up right now. I didn't think anybody would be online. And I was just gonna record this so people usually watch me at like 1 or 2 in the morning and replay my lives. But yeah, so really what I wanted to do was the last plug for my Easter packages now, which are all wines coming from local merchants, okay? This time it's we have 2 bundles out there. One is with Argentinian wine, I think it is, and one is a Easter cake with what do you call it? Orange liqueur. And this is the last week that it's going to be available. 所以最後嘅一個禮拜啦，就998蚊6支酒，就有香檳啦，即係一種嘅香檳啦，有玫瑰酒，有紅酒嘅。唔係喎，今次係香檳，好似係白酒同埋紅酒。咁呢一個咧就998蚊，最後一個禮拜啦。再加埋咧有一個係一個 orange liqueur， 即係橙啲嘅。又唔係屬於烈酒啦，甜甜地嘅，可以加冰，可以加蘇打水嘅。然之後有一個好大嘅蛋糕，499，係一個好好嘅，好難買得嘅蛋糕。因為平時咧呢個蛋糕咧唔可以買得嘅，但係今次係直接由意大利運過嚟嘅，所以呢幾個禮拜咧就 available 嘅。So this Colomba cake is actually only available in Italy, and it's usually only available during Easter, or like they have a Christmas cake, but it's a little bit different. And the flavor of this cake, which I shared a couple times live, it's got orange in it, orange flavors, and this time it had chocolate and little fruit bits. So good. You guys don't know what you're missing, and it's something that you can't get every day. So I really encourage you guys to grab that Easter package before it's gone. It's a really great deal. The cake alone is, I think, $700 because it is imported and you cannot get it. We don't deliver to Singapore. You have to get somebody to get it here. 所以咧，我覺得呢兩個 package 咧就好難得。盡量啦，大家and this Easter cake is something that I think that people have not tried. 即係香港人啊，中國人係比較少啊。我哋會知道叫聖誕蛋糕咧，但係嗰啲 cake 係比較硬啲嘅。呢一個 Colomba 嘅蛋糕係好鬆化㗎，令到你咧就越食咧就越多停唔到手嗰啲嚟嘅。咁咧 ，thank you from Cambodia。Then 咧，我下一個咧就係6支酒啦。So every month 係咪每一個月啦？我係盡量做一個6支嘅係1000蚊以下連埋 delivery. So both of these packages are always free delivery. I have to push my merchants to allow this to happen because even their own shops don't allow this to happen. Because, you know, everything in Hong Kong, especially logistics, is, hey, Damon, you better buy my Easter package. You have to support local businesses, okay? Is that shipping and delivery in Hong Kong 咧係真係最貴嘅。You have to buy like maybe 1200到1500蚊，1500 maybe 1200 1500 before they can include the shipping because shipping is really expensive. To be honest, anything from one end to the other, minimum charge $150. And no joke, you can buy a wine that's $80 and it still costs you $150 for shipping. So this time the merchants, every month I've been trying to get the local merchants that are part of Wine Maven to do something to encourage people to try their wines because you're never going to cross that line until you get people to try it and, you know, not be afraid. And with the cost being so high in Hong Kong with just shipping, it's really hard to try these great value wines. But these value wines is because they are small producers. A lot of the merchants that I get, like a lot of the wines that I get from the merchants are all small producers. I don't try to get open market wines from each one of them so that each merchant is respected. 咁你知我自己啦, like I don't have my own logistics. There's no way I can do this on my own. I'm little potato here, but I'm so happy to be able to facilitate, use my platform, 用呢個平台啦去educate people because I think wine is not just for people for expensive wines. I think wine is something that celebrates relationship, family, even for enjoying food and wine now. It's culture. So I really, really like the fact that it's become more open, more friendly, and that's what I'm trying to do. 你好 I'm trying to make wine a little bit more approachable. 咁我唔知大家有冇睇到我節目是敵是友 快啲有睇下。如果你哋有睇嘅話咧，你哋就會知道其實咧，我對酒呢樣嘢咧係好有興趣嘅。咁我最開心咧就可以同大家分享啦。大家 Hey from Cali， 大家分享啦，講多啲唔同嘅資訊啊，同埋知識 to 去令到大家對酒呢樣嘢咧 more approachable。我唔覺得係一定要貴，我亦都唔覺得係一定要係名牌，係好多酒咧一啲細嘅酒莊咧，其實係好特別嘅，係好 special。尤其是每一個 Yes I will boy I'm actually already in this area where you are, so you can come up to like I'm not gonna say out loud. I'll be done in like 10-15 minutes. Okay. Tell me wine, correct. 咁是敵是友啦，就希望咧就大家多多咧就可以睇翻㗎。其實好多嗰啲資訊咧 the information that we shared in Tell Me Wine, that food and wine program that just finished airing, is actually really useful. I was so happy when Susanna, who was training the team, shared that her students were using the information that they learned from the program. So anyways, so about the Easter packages, last poll is now up until the end of April. Then I've got new packages coming in. I try 即係我希望啦，每一個月咧就會介紹唔同嘅國家。So the excitement for me is with every package that I come out with, I do it myself. I pick the wines myself. I make sure that they're well represented, and I make sure that each wine gets their story. Because for me, that's how I started too. I think that every wine has their story. Every producer has a story that's never been heard. And I hope that on this platform, people can explore more, learn a little bit about the producers. Then when you enjoy the wines, when you actually get to taste the wines, it's another experience. 我覺得當你知道個每一個酒莊個故事咧，你飲嘅時候咧，I just happen to have wine beside me. And yes, I do use the things that I teach. If I can't put the cork back in, I do put the 4-layer. 我自己都做㗎，我唔係淨係同人哋分享，唔係真係用㗎，我自己都用㗎。我覺得咧係you know 你試過酒嘅時候，你會覺得係有呢個故事，有呢個味道。但係當你有呢個故事 once you know the story behind the wines, and then you try the wine again, it's a whole nother world. A whole new world, yeah. So for me, I want everybody to share the same passion because you can. 即係我真係覺得係好開心㗎，唔係話真係要飲得好多，但係係啊 yes. So coming up, I'm having a meeting actually with the person that you guys just saw in there to share a little bit about the stories and how do we share these stories. I think is the most important. 咁亦都有好多好叻嘅。好有經驗嘅人 we have so many sommeliers, so many MWs, so many wine educated people, and just people who have been drinking wines for so many years that everybody's education comes from different places, and this is what I want to share. I think that my wine is not available in Vancouver unless you know one of my friends, because I probably gave them some bottles and you can probably try to get it from them, but I don't sell it in Canada yet. But you can look out for it because maybe very soon you'll be able to buy it. Hint, hint. Australian White Star entered wines. Okay, live videos. Yes, we will try to do some Australian wines. I'm getting a new package coming in starting May. So I will start introducing those wines in a couple of days, actually. For me, it is about sharing and how you share. 我好想同大家分享食嘅嘢可以有唔同嘅 mix 嘅，可以有唔同嘅你冇諗到嘅撞落嚟咯。撞唔係代表唔好嘅 okay? Because there's some wines that I've never tried with certain foods. In the show that I did, there were so many foods that I had not tried before that it was kind of fun. And to share it with people who don't drink wines at all and to share it with people who do drink wines is very different experiences. So, last push for the Easter one, because you're not going to be able to get the Columba cake after Easter this time. And the orange liqueur, the Amaro, is something that on its own, case that it was 499蚊啦。嗰支酒啊，齋嗰支酒都已經400幾、500幾蚊，個蛋糕都已經成700幾，所以我覺得咧 putting these together is the best way to be able to share it and for people to just try it, right, at a very good price. Free shipping for both packages. Hi, Amanda. 係因為我呢排溫書啊，下個禮拜好啲。我呢排要 push 啊，因為我要交功課啊。I've had to stay away from friends for a bit because I have to actually hand in stuff. Had a 2.5 hour session last night. After having an hour and a half session in the afternoon as well, going over my wines from Bordeaux. And getting time zones together is really tough. I've been up all night for the past 3 nights too. Also learning about a new world of art. 我有個新嘅朋友啦，就 Rachel 啦, and it's her job to be involved in wine and art. And so I've actually learned a lot about art in the past week and a half. It's something that I've been interested in a while. Obviously, it's a whole new world on its own. But I think when you learn about this culture, everything kind of just mashes together, and they do complement each other. Yes, acting in shows, you're going to have to ask. I think my next show is coming up. 好似又再褪到唔記得咗 for actual 電視劇嚇，大家 stay tuned 啦。Yeah, thank you, Abent Unicorn. I love sharing stories too. It's always so ad hoc. I never plan these things very well, obviously, because I just have so much on my mind that I want to get it out there. So the first thing is Easter packages over in a week. So if you really want those 6 wines, because go let if you guys look back on winemaven.io, here, let me just type that up. winemaven.io. Okay, if you guys go to winemaven.io, you guys can check out the packages. If you guys go to the website, check out the packages, because like I said, after this is over, you can't get them anymore, even from their own merchants. The merchants themselves won't offer the packages they offer me because they're not allowed. In order for me to feature them on my site. Thank you very much, Max Chan. That's the orange cake Amaro. There's also the 6-bottle bundle. 佢哋自己咧都唔準喺佢哋自己個 platform 賣咁好嘅價錢. That's the promise they have to make. Wine Maven is that they're not allowed to sell this wine at the prices that they give it to me at, because my viewers and my fans deserve to be treated well. 係咪? So people like Boyan, Ketty, all these people that support Wine Maven have all agreed not to offer these packages at that price unless they give it to me. And while we're sharing it here, they're not allowed to even bundle it up the same way, which is why I love you guys so much. So after this is done, in I think 聽日後日啦，我再同大家 share 啲新嘅 wine 好冇? So this was just a push for that. Yes, I agree. Those bundles are really good, and the wine is good. The most important thing is you can get wine out there for very, very cheap prices now. It's like a hoisinga. You can get wines for very cheap, from like 30, 50 Hong Kong dollars to like 幾千蚊、幾萬蚊都有嘅. But for it to be a good wine, you have to know what makes it a good wine. And so, 我保證喺我嘅 platform 啦, the wines that I choose are actually pretty good. And from small producers, they're not from cross merchants. Like, a lot of them are only available at the merchants that I get them at, and they are the sole distributors. So that's something that I've kept really true to for the entire year of forming this platform. And I plan to do that for the entirety of Wine Maven, because I'm not out to compete with other merchants. 我唔想同其他人鬥嘅，但係我係想幫佢哋 introduce 佢個 wine， 因為佢哋根本冇我哋呢一個渠。我有你哋嘅 support， 大家先可以睇得到嘅。所以我覺得我哋呢一個 platform 同埋我哋呢 group 人咧，係比其他嘅 wine 嘅 platform 係唔同咯。Where we actually are sharing the wines and we're not just selling the wines. I actually don't really sell anything for me, right? So I'm pretty happy with the way that we're doing things, and I think Wine Maven is very content driven. We have a new gaiwa coming up. Hopefully you guys will enjoy. It'll be collaborations with different consults. So I'm so happy to share that part too, but I have to keep that part kind of quiet for now until we get all the details. Content driven, that's all I can say. Wine Maven is about sharing content, sharing stories, and educating people about wines, because I think it's really important that you know what you're drinking. It's not just like what's on sale and what people are selling. I know there's a lot of KOLs and platforms out there that are sharing wines for really good deals, and that's power to them. 即係我覺得有好多人有唔同嘅渠去買酒啊成，咁但係我覺得賣酒係賣酒啦，但係希望我 share 俾啲人咧，唔係淨係想賣酒，我想佢哋係識得飲同埋識得欣賞，因為唔係淨係大牌子，有好多細嘅 producer 咧真係好用心去做，咁我希望可以 share 呢啲。Of course 我有試過 social，I'm not great at it，but 我都有試過，因為我哋做品酒師咧，其實係每樣嘢都要試嘅，即係每樣都要學。That's the difference between, remember, if you look back on my lives, the difference between a sommelier and an MW or like the WSET education is very different. I mean, they're similar in some aspects, but like you say, sommelier is service driven, and they do have to know things from different coffees, wines, teas, soju. Doesn't actually have to be alcoholic. It's just beverages and service in general, and food pairing, which is a lot more usable, like in a sense that, you know, why I'm in the food and wine industry since I was a child because of my dad. I think it's really important that it's very well rounded. So, and I'm going through the WSET education. 我而家都係做緊 WSET 嘅，咁個分別係more so far in the content that I'm going through right now. It is about like 唔係賣咯. There is a section about wine business, but it's a lot more about, you know, the whole process of making the wine is very in depth. And anyways, 好啦，我差唔多要完啦，因為我趕住去第二個 meeting， 希望可以帶到更多開心嘅嘢俾大家啦。所以咧，大家 just I'll answer more questions. What Georgia have passion for wine? It was a beautiful mistake, as Bellavizio means. So yes, hopefully, please guys, support the Easter bundles. It's $9.98 free shipping. Even the Seigao, the small bundle, is also free shipping, and that's only offered here. Give it a try. Every month I'm going to try to have something new for everybody to share. Okay, guys? And have a great day. Bye-bye.